during one of my less-than-stellar moments.
Why don't we have video of her chasing him around with a purse?
Non-disclosure? I shook my head and spun the coffee mug in my hands as I surveyed the newsroom. Ethan liked these kinds of things. The family of the newsroom, the camaraderie, the celebration of a job well done. It just wasn't my kind of scene. I was more of a one-on-one person. Big crowds made me nervous. Go. Have a good time. You know I don't play nice with others.
Yes, you do, Merci Lanard. Underneath all those layers and sarcasm, you want to help people.
Correction, I just want to get paid. He scoffed.
Correction, you want to make the world a better, more honest place.
I couldn't correct him there. I do want to make Philly a more honest place, but rehashing the investigation for the noobs isn't going to find out why the mayor is denying proof about accepting bribes for city bids. We still have work to do. Ethan groaned in frustration, but I saw the playful glint in his eyes the moment his thoughts and tactics changed.
But what if rehashing this story inspires one of the noobs to dig deeper, work longer, go harder? What if telling this story makes them make the world a better, more honest place? I just looked up at him, eyebrow raised. Is that seriously the story you're trying to sell? Yes, and I'm sticking to it.
I snorted. Did the cheap whiskey kill that many brain cells?
Nope.
His smile beamed down at me.
Well, maybe.
No wonder you didn't last 2 days on Metro and Hayne punted you behind a camera. Ethan set his cup down on the desk.
Please, Merci. I just want one drink with my best friend before everything hits the fan again. Can't you just put it on pause for one night?
Truth was, I didn't know if I could. Not without whiskey to drown out the building storm of questions I was already preparing for the mayor. I just didn't work like that. But for Ethan, I could try to drown them out. But this cheap shit was not going to cut it. One drink, and only if we can convince Hayne to toss this crap and get the good stuff.
Done,
he said quickly, and he sprang off the corner of my desk. Ethan's infectious smile pulled me from my chair, but only halfway across the newsroom floor, where the rest of the staffers were busy congratulating themselves on the paper's part in getting another corrupt institution exposed and completely scooping the competition. The phone in my back pocket buzzed, and I pulled it out. I didn't recognize the number that flashed across the screen, but I rarely did. When a person needed to spill secrets, they never did it with caller ID. Lanard here.
It's Benny.
I stopped my trek across the newsroom and turned away from the party. It wasn't just that my favorite informant was calling, it was that he sounded stressed and shaky over the static of the payphone line. What is it, Benny?
You up for another hit?
He asked. My skin tightened and tingled in anticipation. What you got?
You know those new players in town?
Yeah. I tried to play it cool, but my skin sizzled like butter on a hot skillet. Ethan and I had heard whispers and pulled together half-strewn stories of those who had survived a new menace on the streets and were willing to talk for a few bucks. We matched that to an uptick in missing persons around the time that these guys started really pulling their weight. It's why I'd asked Benny to look into them. Ask a few questions in the darkness where even I couldn't go. See if there was a connection between the two. You find them?
Better. Got names.
Lightning crackled through me. Names meant addresses, paper trails. It meant the hunt was on and